Don't be afraid of a little carnage. Just the way that it is.
Words from the wise. Hello everybody, my name is Rocket and you are watching Rocket in Vermont. Today I am here with Chef Susan. She is a legendary recipe inventor. A lot of the recipes that you'll find on the King Arthur website and in their recipe books were developed by yours truly.
I want to teach you how to butcher a chicken. Grocery store chicken, 99 cents a pound. Take off the wing tips. And a lot of what we're going to do today is about finding where the joints are. This is the drumstick, this is the thigh, and this little thing right here is the oyster. This is where the thigh is joined to the hip of the chicken. We'll loosen up the skin, follow it right down this way, and I'm going to sort of search with the tip of my knife for where that oyster is because I want that to come off with the leg. Hyperextend it. Whenever you're butchering anything, keep the angle of your blade toward the bone. So now we'll do the other side, and I'm just going to loosen the skin. There's that little oyster that I want to make sure I get. Pop this open. So this comes off the carcass beautifully right there. Now we have leg number 2. If you bought that in a tray at the grocery store, just like this, it cost you at least 50 cents a pound more than what I just paid for this whole bird. And you wouldn't get as much to work with as I just did. So the ribs come down here, and there's front ribs and back ribs meet right along here. I'll do this one side from this direction, then I'll be able to show you better. Here's the back ribs right there. And then the front ribs are coming from right there. So now I'm going to go right down that same seam on this side, and it's very easy. See, the tips of the ribs are right there. Just run right down between that seam, and then you can do a couple of things. You can take this part of the spine right off, just break it, or run your knife sideways. And that is headed right over to the stock pot. So now I have something that will sort of hold itself up. All right, so now I'm going to take off the wing. So you bend most of these backwards, and then you can find where the joint is. Now the wing is a little more complicated because it's attached here to the wishbone, and it's attached over here. So you have to get involved with a little bit of brute force. So my knife is going down into that joint and taking the wing off. So there's wing. Something else you would buy on a tray at the grocery store. And repeat on the other side. And here we have wing 2. It looks like a heart. Right here, going right down the middle between the two breasts, there's something called the keel bone. If you want to just do boneless chicken breasts, the way that you start is to take your knife, go through the skin, follow that bone all the way down. So we're going to go down to the bone and then just pull the meat away. So the wishbone's right there. And this little tendon right here, that is part of literally chicken tenders. That is the tendon that holds this chicken tenderloin onto the breast. So I'm just following this all the way down the rib cage. Chicken breast and the chicken tender.
How did that thing just fall out? I don't get it.
This is the keel bone. It almost looks like the keel of a ship, which is kind of why it's named that. The further back into here that this is soft and cartilage, the younger the chicken is. I'm going to flex this so that the keel bone
There it is.
gets exposed. Pull this out. Usually it pops out in one piece. This bird's a little bit older. And then you can run your fingers underneath on both sides. So this is the breast from the opposite side. These are the ribs. I'll take those off. And then once I trim down here, I will have this entire breast free and clear just like this one. That's the whole bird in pieces parts.
If you want to find Chef Susan, you can find her here at Chef Susan in VT. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for having me here today and for teaching me how to butcher a chicken. We will see you all in the next video.
Go buy a bird.
Buy a bird, do the work yourself.